Boots on the ground, put it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey D, your host, founder, creator, publisher of the Baby Knockout newsletter, aka the Baby Knockout GOAT. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the home where our baby knockouts knock out the stock market competition. Thank you once again for joining me. We're going to talk a minute here about uranium, our bread and butter. The most favorable risk reward trade probably of 2026, at least early on right now. Gold and silver is exploding. Our baby knockouts in gold and silver, well, were once 50 cents. Well, they're $6 and $8 and headed to $10, headed to $20 right now. So we've done a magnificent job, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to those, set stops, and let's keep it rolling with our gold and silver baby knockouts. But uranium right now and our rare earths are also right on the table right now, ladies and gentlemen. Doing a fantastic job. Hold on. Don't let them shake you out. Couple notes for you. The Baby Knockout Hall of Fame Selection Committee, ladies and gentlemen, is doing yeoman like work right now. They're doing a lot of work. Uh, they have presented to the GOAT 400 names of people that should qualify for the Baby Knockout Hall of Fame. Well, we got to dwindle those names down to maybe 20 or 40 or so because that's too 400. I mean, there's a lot of great traders, and that's only people that these are people that have been with me maybe 5, 6, 7 years. Some of you have been around for as many as 20, 30. There are members that have to go in the Hall of Fame who we've been making money together for the last 30, 35 years or so. So they have to go in. I'm talking about baby knockout traders, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about baby knockout traders, not friends and co-workers and people that have maybe we've done business together in other areas. Maybe we did a oil deal, or maybe we did a real estate deal, or maybe we did some other deal years and years ago. No, I'm talking about now. This is a what have you done for me lately world. And that's why we're keying right now on areas that are what have you done for me lately areas like lithium, areas like uranium, like we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to give you some stocks right now, some baby knockouts. We'll look at what they're doing. I'll also leave a video for you where I have 6 undervalued uranium baby knockouts right now. You can take a look at that. 6 undervalued uranium baby knockouts. Look at that. But these people, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say enough about them. They're battle tested. They rise to the moment. The moment is never too big for our Hall of Fame uh, soon to be inductees. They're nominees now, but they're soon to be inductees because they've been there. They have a high level of confidence in these trades because they've been there before. So let's face it, it's going to be great. It's going to be great here in about a month or so when that team is named because we got to dwindle it down. Hundreds of people, you have to dwindle it down to the top 20, 30 people, 40 people or so. Because after all, this is America, and America doesn't like second place. Second place is not, you want to be first. You want to be a Hall of Fame member. There you do. Yeah, you do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you like my hat, my veteran hat. Can you guys see that? Operation Urgent Fury. Anybody tell me about Operation Urgent Fury? It was similar. Well, not really. Not Venezuela was a new. I mean, we went in and got the bad guys really, really fast. Like 4, 6 hours or 8 hours or something. We were in and out. That was really, really great. But we've been doing this for years, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you guys heard the name Manuel Noriega. Remember Panama? We did the same thing. And we helped some strong guys. Remember Daniel Ortega and in Nicaragua? We helped him back in. But not a lot of people know Urgent Fury. That was Grenada in 1983, ladies and gentlemen. We had a strong guy down. What's his name? Bishop? He was down there, strong man. and we had to go ahead and go and do what we had to do with him, and we had to go down and take care of business in that area of the world once again. So it's not the last time we'll be down there. Chile, the years prior. There's a lot going on in that area, and every now and then the United States has to go down and do what they have to do. And this is just my little hat. I was during the time frame. A backup ship, ladies and gentlemen. I was not on the ground, and I did get injured in training, but it was back on the ground and on the ship, and so I was out of harm's way. It's like not Mickey D was not on the front line, and not perpetrating anything. He was there, but not on the front line. He was in a ship that had to be bombed, that in order to get a hold of me. But anyway, let's talk about uranium. Let's talk about our stocks right now, ladies and gentlemen. The thesis that we talked about years ago is still good. We're talking about stocks, ladies and gentlemen, that I was out there. We're talking about stocks like Paladin that were a penny, like 2 pennies, 3 pennies. I could remember doing videos within 5 cents, 10 cents. Look at the video. Look at the playlist. I'm talking about stocks now that are, $8 and $12 and headed up. These stocks were all under a dollar. It was not. I take that back. Chemical was $8, $7 or so. But these stocks now, they're rolling. Now is our time. It's baby knockout time. Let's do it. I remember another Navy buddy there, a fellow YouTuber, John Palmer. You remember John? John, you on that cannabis? You on that cannabis? Right? Good luck, man. We talk we because we both kind of made the same error. I know I made the error. We didn't have enough shares. So when we both traded '04 to '07, that bull market. And we both agreed, man. We just didn't, we both have rectified that this stuff. He was doing videos just like I was. Plug your nose, plug your nose and buy uranium stocks. When I remember Paladin was a couple cents. These stocks were all UEC was these baby knockouts were under 25 cents. And we were saying buy, buy, buy. Just plug your nose. I'm saying the same thing now with some of our lithium stocks. It's time to plug your nose and buy lithium stocks right now. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But let's take a look at these stocks real quick here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you hit like, share, welcome back to the Stock Scoop, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the baby knockout goat. It's Mickey D. I wanted to go over some charts with you. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that like button. We need the algorithm help. We're underground, ladies and gentlemen. We're not part of the mainstream media, but we kind of do better than they do, I would say, in some areas here. UEC, 25-cent baby knockout. Not anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This baby's doing quite well at $18.80, 81 cents, a little bit up today. We're coming off a uranium squeeze-up day yesterday, and it's headed back up here on the 21st of January. As you can see, we crossed over. If you can see this red right here, that's the 48-day moving average, and we use the black here, the 13-day. When the 13-day crosses over the 48-day, you have a short to mid-term buy signal. Now, we're looking longer term, ladies and gentlemen, with our uranium plays because they're doing very well. And we think all the fundamentals right now will line up with the technicals, and this will be a great trade. We've done our homework on these stocks. We've been in these stocks since, like I said, back since they were a quarter and under a quarter. So congratulations to you that have held on for all this time. The big money is coming now. Yes, when I wrote the books and everything, the easy money was there when the stocks were, a dime, 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. That was the time to really dive in. But everybody was saying, "Hey, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Uranium? Uranium's not going anywhere. It hasn't gone anywhere for the last 10 years, Mickey D. What are you talking about? Fukushima knocked everything, messed everything up. The Japanese disaster there in 2011. What are you talking about? People are always going to remember that. Yeah, they are. But now things have turned around, and it's here, ladies and gentlemen. It's here. Uh, Another stock I wanted to tell you about here is Next Gen. Now they have a great project here that they're going to get off the ground here. We believe not this year, but possibly next year. They're getting all their permitting and everything squared away. It's the best undeveloped project out there. $12.22. I remember the stock when it was under 50 cents, and we kind of piled in. It's doing well. This baby knockout is doing very, very well. Trading above, as you can see, the purple here, the 200-day moving average. It's doing very, very well, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those stocks right now. Can it pull back? Sure. All of these stocks can pull back right now. But when you look at these stocks, you look at Denison, you look at Encore, you look at Uroy, some of the other baby knockouts that you guys can take a look at. Look at Energy Fuels, U. They are all doing very, very well. Take a look at. There's going to be. I'm going to leave a video here for you. There's six undervalued right now. You take a look at them, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's another short video. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, many of you will be hearing from the Baby Knockout Hall of Fame Selection Committee this week. You'll be getting a note from them, a letter, and good luck to all of you on your nomination. Hopefully, you are an inductee, and we'll be knowing that here in a few month or so. We'll know that. One thing I wanted to bring up too is just a quick note on uh, when things get like they are right now. I'm talking about with gold and silver. When things get when they're really really high, silver's all time high, gold all time high. In dollars, U.S. dollars. Uh, I wrote a book a while back. It's called "Invest in Gold Today Without Being Cheated." This book right here, it has an excellent chapter because I know you guys didn't, a lot of you didn't uh, read it when it was put out, when you should have read it when Agnico Eagle was $40, and it was in the book. I was saying buy it. Companies like Fortuna Silver Mines was in the millions and a million market cap. Look at it now; it's quite high. But this book, the chapter I want you to read is is it's it's a chapter on watch for gold and silver scams on page 25. Now, when these stock prices go up, there's a lot of scamming going on, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these there's a lot of scamming going on. This is not my first rodeo. I've seen this before. That's why I included this chapter in this book right here. If you just get it for the scamming chapter and you don't get scammed this cycle, that's going to be a good thing for you. So I'll leave a link for it, and it's 10 $12, just that chapter alone, so you don't get scammed, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at it. That's going to be it for today. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the trading day. We're intraday, and the rest of the week, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, I've done too many videos, man. People close to me have said every time I turn this thing on, Mickey D, well, I got to get it out there because that's the way people learn. Repetition, repetition. And you get into these stocks early, and you're able to, like, eight, nine, some of these stocks were up 1,000% now. So we can set those stops, and we got a little room, ladies and gentlemen. But they're going up and up. Let's see if we have some follow through today on the uranium squeeze up uh, yesterday. So, like I said, today's the 21st. Let's see if we get some follow through on uranium. Yeah, there was a big deal also. Who was that? ASM, Australian Strategic Materials. was bought by Energy Fuels. So Energy Fuels is going to do very well. That's a $299 million US deal, guys. So Energy Fuels is on the job. They're doing their thing. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. You need strength. You need energy. You need guidance. Look up, ladies and gentlemen, because that's where it's going to come from. Take care. Love you.